That leads to step number 2, which is we can learn to regulate before we react. So I don't know about you, but I have been in meetings where I look at people and I look at an interaction and somebody just, they take a minute. They take a minute and they, like, they kind of inhale, exhale, and they might even look off a little bit, or they might look down at their paper and write something and then look up. And I always think about that. And I'm like, wow, how do you have the discipline to not reach across the table and strangle that person? Where does that come from? I was
Yeah.
not raised in a household where the first reaction was, you know what? Stop and pause. Stop and pause for a minute. So the second step is really to ask yourself, like, okay, what can I do to soften the moment, to slow myself down? If I understand, like, okay, because in a lot of cases, what we find is like person X tends to trigger.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a conversation with your boss. Sometimes it's a conversation with your juniors. Sometimes it's a customer. Sometimes it's a relative. So we plan out the week. We know what's happening this week. What do you have to do this week that is potentially going to be a trigger for you? And then let's figure out coping mechanisms so that you understand we can train the body to, instead of feeling unsafe and going into fight or flight mode, taking a minute, take that cleansing breath, and then respond based on a response that we maybe have pre-planned.